Hey guys, welcome to the A&E podcast. I'm Brenna.
I'm Jack.
And today we're here with the two of the Montoursville High School band managers,
Gabby and Bailey.
and today we're going to just be interviewing them and getting the inside scoop on band managering. This could go one of two ways. We could be laughing the whole time, or we can actually be serious, but I think it's gonna be the former. Yeah? And Jack's just gonna be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so our first question for you guys is, what exactly is a band manager?
So it was different with Mr. Morgan than Mr. Wright. With Mr. Wright, it was more organizing his paperwork and sending his emails and organizing the fundraisers.
Because Mr. Wright is just not organized.
We bought him that rainbow court to organize his
Oh,
stuff.
of course.
The one in the choir room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We bought that for him, and then with Mr. Morgan, it's more heavy labor. Like everything we did with Mr. Morgan, we did on top of the stuff with Mr. Wright. But Mr. Wagon, dragging the wagon everywhere. Mr. Morgan, you carry the podium and you get everyone snacks and hydrated, and you have to know where the first aid kit is.
Where is the first aid kit?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you. What if you steal drugs?
There's drugs in the first aid.
Yeah, pain meds.
Oh, I mean, like for band aid.
I'm kidding. It's
purposes.
in his cabinet. There's two of them.
Okay.
There's
I'm gonna go
two
grab some
referees.
band-aids. Can you go grab some band-aids after
I
this?
don't miss dragging the wagon. And I get keys. I have keys. They unlock the trader's room. They unlock the all of the stuff down at the field and the closets in the bathrooms at the field and the bathrooms, both concession stands, the gate, and I don't know if they open anything in the band room. I haven't tried.
So what you're saying is you have all the power.
I just have keys.
I get
all
the keys
the
next
power.
year.
She does get
I
the
get
keys
the
next
keys.
year.
I have power. So Bailey, what is this wagon that you keep?
My wagon.
Yeah, her wagon. We broke it actually.
Well, Mike kicked it.
Well, it was breaking, and then Mike was like, "Oh, I'll fix it." And then for those of you who don't know, Mike is our percussion instructor, and he's like this big, tall, scary guy with a bunch of tattoos. But
So big.
he's like tall, scary guy with a bunch of tattoos.
Scary. He's just
He's not.
tall and tatted up.
And it makes him look intimidating because he has an RBF, but he's literally the absolute definition of a teddy bear.
We'll
So
post that.
Yes, we're posting that.
I bring a wagon with me. My little red wagon. It's mine. I've had it like my whole life. Like we got it in like 2004. So.
After Mike kicked it, would you say you can't ride in my little wagon?
No, I got a new one.
We used to sit in the wagon when you guys would get ice pops.
Yeah, I brought this wagon and we would put the coolers in there to wheel it around or anything else because I'm sorry, I'm not carrying 3 big Gatorade coolers that are filled with ice from the trainer's room down to the football field and back 3 times a day.
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
wheel them in my wagon.
Yeah.
And then it's old and one of the wheels was shaky and then Bailey, Mike, and Mary kicked it in while I was at the vet with my cat. And I came back and they said, "Your wagon's broken." And I said, "What do you mean?" And they were like, "Oh, it just broke." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then Mary goes, "I'm kidding, Mike kicked it." And I was like, "What?" And I go out and the wheel was like snapped in half.
Oh, like it wasn't our fault.
And I was like, "What happened?" And Mr. Morgan felt so bad, he bought me a new wagon.
Shout out Mr. Morgan.
He bought me a wagon from Amazon. He had me send him a link to a wagon that was similar to mine, and he bought it.
You should have had Mike pay for it. Okay, so our next question, that's not really a question, but like take us through a day in your life at band camp, if you can remember.
Oh, yeah. 3
You fill
years.
up the ice first, basically.
You go in. I'm gonna kind of combine the two, because Mr. Wright and Mr. Morgan.
Yeah.
So you go in, and I would bring the rainbow cart out. You would all put your paperwork in there. I would take it. He would mark attendance on the paper. I would put it into his computer attendance, and then I would put in all of the papers that you guys turned in, the dues, money, fundraisers, everything I would put into the computer system and organize it in the different shelves and put it in his office. And then we would fill the coolers with ice, take them down, fill them with water, put them out for you guys, and start cutting ice pops because we have to cut like 200, and then just put them back in the freezer and then carry them out when you guys are ready. And then we have to do it a second time and bring them up to the school.
Oh, yeah, because you have 2 different. Alright.
we have to bring everything up with the coolers and everything and make Gatorade.
Shout out Wagon.
And then we just kind of leave it. We either take it back down to the concession stand or leave it in the school. And with Mr. Wright, we would prepare games for everyone at the end of each day.
Oh, the Vanderbilt games.
And sometimes
Where
people
goes-
don't put the ice pops back in the freezer and then they melt overnight and
And then
then
there's
they
bees.
leak all over the concession
And
stand.
then there's bees.
So you're the reason for the bees.
No, I trapped the bees and Hunter Hepler kicked them out. I dumped Gatorade on the floor and I put water on it and all the bees swarmed it and I put the trash can over it and I put a rock on it and I said, don't touch it, the bees are in there. And Hunter said, nuh-uh, and he kicked it over and the bees came out and
Are you
everyone
sure
started
that was
screaming.
Hunter, not Wesley?
No, I'm pretty
What's
sure it
the
was
difference?
Hunter.
Exactly.
I'm pretty
They're
sure it
both
was Hunter.
trumpets. So then, oh wait, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't know, Mr. Morgan, if you're watching this, please bring back the band director games next
Oh,
year.
that'd be nice. He's not gonna watch this.
But-
Anyway.
Hey, if
You
he
just
does.
tag him in it.
Shameless plug. We'll tag Mr. Morgan's YouTube. Okay, my nose is stuffy. I'll ask Bailey this question first, and then
Okay.
I'll ask Gabby, because Bailey, this was your first year as a manager, right?
Yeah,
What was your overall experience with like band camp and being a manager?
it was really fun actually. Like what?
It better have been I was there.
It was really fun. Like, I met a lot of people through it and I made a lot of friends and like the work is easy.
Yeah.
It's really
No,
easy.
it's not.
It's easier than- it's easier
You
than
don't
she
carry
has to.
anything.
She does most of the work, so it's really easy.
Y'all
for me.
literally just sit in the concession stand while we're out literally passing
Brenna,
out.
that podium is 200 pounds.
Oh, the podium is heavy.
Okay, yeah, you
Bailey can't carry the podium. She can't lift it without help.
I'm also really.
She can't lift the.
Don't
she
want
can't
one.
put it. She can't carry
You
it
carry
on
a
the wheel.
freaking flute. It's a metal stick.
I wanted to play the saxophone.
No,
She
you
was
don't.
too
No,
weak.
you don't.
It's not even that heavy.
She was too weak. She
I
couldn't
think I'm
carry
the
it.
only one who has anything comparable to anything
That's
here.
not
'cause I
even
have a-
heavy.
It's a 30-some pound
I've
thing.
carried-
Dude, I've carried that while carrying the podium.
Maybe.
Gabby wins.
Lost for words.
I have carried the quads with 2 trombones stacked on top, with a case in one hand, and the banner that we carry the marching band across it, and the podium. At the
I
same
know.
time.
Everyone just clap for Gabby really quick.
Thank you, Gabby.
Next question.
Gabby, what is your experience with band camp?
Bruises. Bruises.
Oh my God.
All the time. All the time. Because carrying everything,
Yeah.
I have bruises up my arm. I had teachers call my mom and ask if I was being abused at home because I had bruises up my arm.
For the record, Gabby is not being abused
Not abused at home.
just by a metal podium
Yes.
named Jarvis.
And it's fun. I really enjoy it. I think I enjoyed doing the director games the most with Mr. Wright because it was just fun to set them up.
The ice cream.
I got to leave school and go shopping. He would give me like a stack of money and be like, go get this. And I'd be like, this is like $60. And he's like, I don't care, just bring me back the change. So, like, he didn't really care.
Bring back band director games.
Bring it back. Because we'll be seniors next year, so we'll be able to do it.
Crazy how that works.
Right? Perfect timing. Okay, so Bailey, what has been your favorite memory from being a band manager?
I think one that's not
Actually, the one I just thought of was Mike, but it wasn't that.
Okay.
Everything has to do with Mike.
Everything goes back to Mike.
He's everywhere.
I think I like the Little League parade. I actually got a drumstick from there. And me and Gabby got a drumstick, so we matching drumsticks. So
Aw.
yeah, that
We were playing on
Yeah.
the banner. We were
we
keeping,
were contributing,
we were keeping beat as we were marching.
and it was
like
probably really off.
all of the guard behind us was like getting really close to us.
I would have
So I was like,
whacked
guys, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That parade is a nightmare.
It was so cold this year.
Last year was
raining.
Last year was hot.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Sweaty.
boiling. And I'm like, it's October. Why is this happening? Alright. And
Are you
Gabby,
talking about the Mummers
Yeah, that's
parade?
the Mummers
We're talking
Parade.
about
the Little League. Wait,
I was gonna say the Little League parade was hot. this
I
year.
cheered for the
It was
Little League
humid.
parade this year. Not, yeah, I'm talking about, okay.
Yeah.
We're talking
I'm
about
here.
different parades.
I'm here. I'm back. Welcome back.
Welcome back to yourself.
Yes.
Mm.
Why is my camera on? Anyway, Gabby, what is your favorite memory from band camp and being a band manager?
Okay, this is gonna sound really bad, but I like how clueless people are. Because they come in and they go, I need music. And I go, okay. And they're like, can you get it? And I'm like, I don't know what instrument you play. And they're like, that one instrument. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know what
The
instrument.
one that like makes sound.
We're just
And
referring
they're
to
just like,
trumpets
the
openly
silver
now.
one. And I'm like, which one? And they're like, I'm like, do you know what instrument you play? And half the time they say, I don't remember. And they walk away.
Are you serious?
Or when people like start like going through the music, like you pass out the music and they come in and they're like, I don't have the right music.
Yes,
We
you do.
pass
I
out
put
when
it on
Mr.
your
Morgan
chair.
told us to pass out, and they're like, I need this music, but I play this instrument. It's like, why?
I know what you're talking about.
I feel like I do too.
So they would come in and they'd be like, I need music for this group. And I'm like, oh, I already put it on the chair for your section because we put it on the section leader's chair.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you didn't put it on my chair. And I'm like, then check the other section leader's chair. And they're like, well, why would you put it there? And I'm like, because there's 2 section leaders and I just picked the one that was closest to where I was standing because
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
It's alright, it happens. Alright, so we can either do this one collectively, like if you guys have the same answer, you can each answer it, but what is your, okay, so this is kind of in tie with memory, but what's your favorite part about being a band manager? Don't say Mike. Please don't say Mike.
What's your favorite part?
I just like sitting and talking. That's like
Oh yeah, I like doing my summer assignment while sitting in the freezer to
And then-
cool down because it's so hot, and
Can I
eating
join
my
you?
red ice pop,
Can I join you this year?
and making myself snow cones.
Please make snow cones.
oh my god. And yeah, we would
No,
get,
we don't make snow cones. What are you talking about?
Can you not make me a snow cone this year?
we would put put ice in a cup and put Gatorade powder on it. It's so good.
Do you want to not make me one this year?
Sure thing, babe.
Thanks.
I'll come back just for that.
Bless
I
you.
actually was.
I don't know what I'm
I
doing
actually
without you.
was told that if no more band managers come, then I will come back for band camp next year.
You will. You were told you will come back.
I was asked, and I said I will.
Okay.
It was like a mutual conversation. What if no kids come?
Yeah, you're coming back. Yeah, I'm
You
coming
will.
back. Yeah. We're on the same
What if
page.
no kids come back? Well, then it's just Bailey. It can't just be Bailey. What are you gonna do? Come back?
I
Yeah, sure.
literally would not be able to carry
She
the
can't carry
podium.
the Literally, when we carry it together, she's like,
I believe it.
she grabs
Gabby
the
carries all
corner
the
with
way.
one hand, and I'm sitting there like,
Yeah, Gabby's carrying it, and I'm like, I want to help. I want to feel useful, and I just like.
she just puts one hand under it and like cups it. Like she doesn't do anything.
Caresses the side of it.
She like barely touches it.
I feel like you'd also be like whispering to it, like, it's okay, you're doing great.
No, she just comes running up behind me and like shoves me and grabs the corner, and I just go.
I'm picturing Bailey.
I'm helping. I'm helping.
I'm picturing you in like your little manager fit. Like you're pulling your khakis. You're like, Gabby, wait for me. Gabby, wait for me. I want to help.
She goes,
me.
I'm helping, and then I go, well, I gotta run, and she's like, okay, and then
I
she just
just-
lets go, and I just start running because we're gonna be late, and then she just chases behind me.
I'm picturing Michelle from Full House being like, wait for me. I got no legs.
And then when we have to take it down, she never takes it down right. I would just stand there and look at her, and she stares at me, and I'm always like, I just sit there and I stare at her.
And then you walk me through really. You do this first.
Every
I'm like,
single
I
game.
got it.
Every game. Because she tries, you have to undo the clip and take the top part down before you can fold it in half.
I always
And
try
she
to fold it in
always
half
tries to
first.
fold it in half while it's still put together. She just sits there and starts smacking it. Like,
I'm also
stare at her.
picturing this Bailey being like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it
Just-
working?
and I stare at
Why
her.
isn't it working?
And she goes, what? And I go, the clip. And she goes, oh.
It's really a good thing.
And then
you
she goes,
want.
I got it.
Otherwise, I don't know if I could justify
She
it.
goes, I got it eventually, don't worry. Even though we have 30 seconds to get it on and off, half of the time is spent Bailey. Take it down.
Or Bailey, let's just roll it this way and we'll take it down by the.
I have done that.
I know you have. I've seen you do it.
It's so awkward to carry like that.
Okay, so we have 2 more questions. What are some things that people don't know about the band managers?
I would say we definitely do more work than people think we do. Everyone's like, oh, you guys just sit in the concession stands in the shade.
You
But
gossip.
we do that. But we're also like making your guys' stuff and remaking it when we're told it's not Gatorading enough.
If you know, you know who you are.
Literally,
He's not gonna watch this.
every single time we make Gatorade, we're told that it's watered down, and I'm like, because there's ice in there to keep it cold, and it melts because it's hot outside. And they're like, so put more Gatorade in it. And I'm like, if I put more Gatorade in it, your instrument's gonna turn blue.
I
Like,
swear,
I can't.
yeah, there's no happy.
And then they get mad because you made blue instead of red.
They taste the same.
No, they don't.
No, okay, you know what you should do this year?
Mix it.
No, I was gonna say put Kool-Aid instead of Gatorade and see if anybody notices.
But then we also have to like climb to the very top of the stands and watch you guys and take pictures to make sure you guys are in your lines and send them to Mr. Morgan. And that's why he's like, guys, your lines aren't straight, and don't ask how I know, because we're sitting at the top taking pictures and like sending them to him.
It's the band director vibe.
And we like sit in his office and we plan things out for you guys, and we do all of your music, we print it and we cut it and we copy it, and if someone loses it, we have to make more copies.
Do you know what we're doing for a show this year? Gabby knows. We're
Does
gonna talk
Gabby
about
know?
this later. We're gonna talk about
I
this
know.
later.
I didn't say yes. I would lie to. I didn't say I do. I just
We'll
looked at
we'll
you.
we'll
I
cover
wouldn't
this
be
part
able to
later.
keep it to myself.
I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. That's why he didn't tell you.
Yeah, probably a good choice. Okay, our last question is,
Do you have like if someone were interested in becoming a band manager, what would you say to them?
Probably this year when someone asked me about it, I just kind of explained that it's not as bad as people make it sound to be. We have to be there for band camp, and yeah, you have to take time out of your summer to do that, but it's not bad because you have friends there, and even if you don't, you make friends there, and you just hang out with them all day. Even if you're doing work, like me and Bailey running down to the copier to make some copies and printers, we're still just talking.
Yeah.
It's not like you're doing work because you're with the people that you actually care about.
Yeah. Would you say that you could get Key Club hours or like any volunteer hours for it?
No.
I didn't think so.
You can't get any
Womp womp.
hours. It doesn't count towards anything but hours for a Letterman jacket. Well, it doesn't count for that actually.
Huh.
It only counts towards college. You can put it on your college application, but that's
Not,
about it.
it looks good if you're like, oh, I took 2 weeks out of my summer to volunteer to help a band.
Yeah, you don't get any hours for it. It's kind of just something you do because you care.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Of course.
Yeah.
We'll see you next year. You better.
Possibly.
You better come back next
Please
year.
come back. Please.
Start a petition.
They don't
If you
even
guys
want
want
to
to see
stand up.
Gabby and the band manager stand next year,
Every Friday in the
Every-
concession stand.
every Friday.
Who wants water?
I got icy pop.
I got tickets.
All right. Well, thank you guys for
Yeah.
watching. We'll
Thanks.
see you later.
Cool.
Bye.